So how many times have you guys been asked, can I actually freaking survive without having any background noise? Can I actually go through my day, doing whatever, errands, cleaning up your place at home, cooking, whatever, walking your dog, without actually having something in the background to listen to? Especially podcasts, YouTubers, people talking about certain stuff. Holy freaking shit, is it consuming our lives? And we might be losing on a valuable lesson of being bored, and how something like that can be, pretty beneficial to us.
I can't get anything done without something playing in the background at all times. It doesn't matter if I'm cleaning, cooking, pooping, or even sleeping. I need my background noise.
Goats, they stiffen up and fall over when they're scared? You tell me how many count.
Yes, I have a problem, but I know I'm not the only one, because I can almost 100% guarantee that at least one of you watching this video right now is scrolling through the comments, and some of you aren't even listening to me. I'm sorry, did I bore you? Are you bored? It hasn't even been 1 minute into the video and you're bored? What am I doing wrong? Do I need to put up Subway Surfers gameplay or Family Guy clips to keep your attention? What do you want? Please tell.
Not gonna lie, he just called me out like crazy, like even me. A lot of the times, even if I'm not doing anything important, like cleaning up my place or, running errands outside, I could like put some YouTube on, just, watch my favorite YouTubers or podcast and, chillax for the day. And I'm still not gonna watch it. I'm just gonna listen to it. And I'm gonna get my phone out and I'm gonna play some freaking game. Also, this thing of people putting freaking Subway Surfers or GTA gameplay in the background while someone's like giving a based speech or just something funny is happening on, the other half of the screen. I never watch that gameplay. That gameplay is so freaking stupid. But sadly, every single time I show these kinds of videos, it's usually TikToks and shorts, like vertical types of videos, obviously. Most of the time, when I ask my friends or family members, hey, what do you think about this video? They were like, oh, I just watched the GTA gameplay. It was so freaking satisfying. I want to punch him in the face.
Help me! Boredom. Google defines it as a state of being weary and restless due to lack of interest, stimulation, or engagement. But I, however, call it f***ing painful. Now, I don't know about you, but when I go to the bathroom for my daily poop and I leave my phone on the outside, which means I can't watch YouTube videos while sitting on the toilet, my disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. But all joking aside, being bored is basically a canon event for every human being. And as a certified human being myself, not to brag, I think we can also agree that boredom is boring. And it sucks. And we hate it. We hate it so much that we will do absolutely anything and everything to try and avoid it. You don't need background videos to function, but you do it anyway. That's why you're watching this video right now, right? So that you don't get bored while eating or something, right? I'm not the only one who does that, right? See, in my special case, I avoid boredom by unhealthily binging all of the Odd Ones Out content until I forget my problems. I'm serious.
Shout out to the old Odd Ones Out, man. I used to watch him a lot. He doesn't post a lot right now, but I used to watch him a lot back in the day. Well, a few years ago, not really back in the day, but I wanted to add something to this. We all agree with this guy, especially every single of you watching this video, 100%. He is right. We all freaking hate boredom. But let me challenge your beliefs on boredom. Have you noticed, there's also a lot of people talking about this topic, but have you noticed that, especially if you're a creative or whatever kind of profession, right? Especially someone that's creative. I do YouTube videos, but also I work as a software engineer. And sometimes even logical problems, not even creative problems, logical problems, sometimes even mathematical problems. A lot of the times, when I'm bored, while showering, how many people have said, holy freaking shit, man, when I'm laying in bed, staring at the ceiling, not doing anything, the best fucking ideas and solutions come up in my mind. Also, shower thoughts and shower solutions, every single one of us has had them. And immediately you just want to run out of the freaking shower, grab your phone, go on the notes app and tap blah 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 on the solution or idea, whatever profession is or whatever you're working on as a hobby or whatever came up in your head. Boredom isn't bad, okay? It does probably, I'm not a scientist, this is just me being a human being for 23 years and my experience. Boredom does help train your mind in other ways that now we never allow it because of social media, because of technology. I mean, it's fine, it is cool to have social media and technology in the background playing something because it makes our daily boring tasks way more interesting and makes them just go by faster, which is great. I agree. Going to the gym, training with music on, I train even freaking harder. Going to shower, watching social media. Yes, I watch YouTube videos while shower. Holy freaking shit, I can't believe I just told the internet that. It does make it even more enjoyable. Enjoying stuff 24/7 without being bored or just, suffering through something. Your choice obviously being not someone making you suffer, can sometimes be, not sometimes, many times be very beneficial for us in many ways.
Serious. I've watched these videos so many times that I basically know the script to some of his best videos. Wait, what's that? You don't believe me? Well, freaking, why am I perfectly nitpicking this piece if the poet purposely put poor punctuation in his poems? Pterodactyl! I did that in one try, by the way. I hope you're proud of me, James. Now, some of you may be thinking, well, Dwayne, why would you watch something that you've already seen before? Doesn't the video get boring? No, you're wrong, and I'm gonna prove it! I don't watch these videos to be entertained anymore. I know everything that's gonna happen. Me immortals? I watch these videos over and over again because I just wanna escape reality for a bit. Is that so wrong? I mean, is it quote-unquote fun to play the entirety of the TV show Friends in the background while I do other stuff in my house? No, but I'm still gonna do it. Just don't tell people. Because I feel comforted and like I'm not alone when I hear the iconic intro play or when my favorite character, Chandler, RIP, pops up on the screen. And you probably have your own favorite video or favorite music that you listen to when you're down or you're stressed or you're worried because you feel safe when it's playing. Even if those videos are just playing in the background. We don't just watch videos to be solely entertained, but also to give ourselves an escape from the stresses of life. Because life sucks, and it's hard. And just please put on Friends again, please! But with all that being said, it's still not healthy to play videos every second just to escape your thoughts, okay?
The fact that he said playing videos helps us escape reality, but also playing videos and music, especially videos of YouTubers we casually watch all the time, makes us feel that we're not alone. That shit, I think that shit just broke me. Like me, I've lived with myself alone, just by myself, since I was 19. I'm 23. I'm gonna be 25 in 4 months, I think. So I've been living alone for almost 6 freaking years. And don't get me wrong, I freaking love it. But would I love it as much if streamers, if YouTubers, if social media in general didn't exist? I don't know about that. Also, while I am coding at my job, at my software job, what do you think I'm doing in the background when it comes to like videos and music? I constantly have some kind of a podcast. And the crazy thing is, it can be a podcast of like political crazy stuff happening in my country or the world, or it can be some like gaming YouTuber of just gameplay of, for example, the trendy game right now is like Doom, Dark Ages. I wish I had the PC to play that game. I freaking love it. But a lot of the time when I go to bed, before I go to sleep, I just open a streamer. Most of the time it's Asmongold or Moist Critical or some of their videos. and I just play Doom. Just watch Doom until I fall asleep. And throughout the whole night, until the video or stream ends, there's Doom gameplay in the background. And I do that while sleeping and also while freaking coding at my job. Yes. I can't freaking function at my job, which is so contradictory for my job and for sleep as well. Like, I cannot sleep without having some YouTuber or streamer in the background playing while I'm sleeping or while I'm coding. That's a problem, okay? That's a freaking problem. That tells me a lot about my psyche, about my psychological ways of living life alone, how it's affecting me psychologically, than I'm aware of. It's scary and crazy to think of. It is. And a lot of us saying, we're fine being alone, we're fine, we don't need a partner, we don't need friends. Well, think of it this way. A lot of your social needs, because we're social creatures, we exist for thousands of years, and we've built up to this kind of a modern society just because we're social creatures, just because we work together in different roles in society, and we've built up to this level. You can't tell me that we would be able to go to the freaking moon or communicate with each other through freaking social media like we are doing right now. You watching this video right now of me, without us being social creatures and working together and educating ourselves and upscaling our societies. A lot of the times we fulfill those basic social needs with corn. That sexual need that you're saying that you don't need a partner, you're fulfilling it with corn. It may be healthy or unhealthy. I'm just saying what it is, right? A lot of you that are lonely, but you're saying that you're not freaking lonely, that you don't need friends, you're fulfilling all that emptiness in your freaking mind and heart by watching YouTubers and streamers. Me included. I have a lot of friends, and I am close with my family. I do see them regularly. But living alone, 100%, it does affect me to some degree. Now, I'm not mentally unhealthy. I'm pretty fine and healthy, but that doesn't mean that it's not affecting me, okay? And a lot of you people that have no friends and suddenly just, go out with a few people, start, having some friendships, not online friendships, real life, physical freaking friendships. And even dates as well. You might all of a sudden feel, holy freaking shit, I didn't know I missed this until I actually experienced it. Like, sometimes you've been hungry for like so many hours that the hunger just disappears and you're like, I'm not that hungry, I don't need to eat. But suddenly there's some like amazing food. It can be dessert, it can be like barbecue. You start eating, and after like the first 2 or 3 bites, that like sudden huge feeling of hunger comes in and you're like, holy freaking shit, I didn't know I was this hungry until I started eating this goodness of a food in front of me. It's same with our social lives. It is the same with our relationships, okay? It is. That's another huge reason why maybe we should be focusing more on being bored and finding entertainment with people, being physically with them in real life instead of, listening to Twitch streamers and YouTubers all the time. They have their place and time, obviously, but we cannot neglect our social life because of them. And all of them would agree with me 100%.
Don't do that to yourself. That's bad. Because boredom is actually a good thing. What? No way. Oh my gosh. You gotta be kidding me. I know for the majority of this video I've said that boredom can go fuck itself and drown, but it's actually very beneficial for your brain if you have one of those. That's right, we hate being bored so much that our brain thinks of anything just to keep us stimulated. Because boredom forces you to think. Use that brain of yours. That's the whole reason why we have shower thoughts. We're so bored while showering that our mind just thinks of the most insane shit ever. Like, what if I take a bite of this bar of soap? It smells good, so it has to taste good, right? But what I'm trying to get at here is that boredom equals creativity. Being bored forces us to think of things that we don't normally think of. I mean, I got this entire video idea when there was a power outage in our house and I wasn't connected to the internet. It forced me to be creative because there wasn't anything to stimulate me. All I had was my small brain. So stop trying to avoid the boring things in life and instead enjoy those little quiet moments you have. Capri diem. Be in the moment, be present, enjoy life, and stop trying to run away from your problems, man. I myself noticed this too. I get my best video ideas while walking to school, which is a 10-minute walk. So even just 10 minutes a day of you just leaving yourself with your own thoughts is super beneficial. I totally recommend it. Just don't get hit by any cars while you're walking, okay? So what am I trying to say here? Well, I just want to tell you that sometimes you should be bored, and you gotta stop running away from that boredom, because it's good for you. Boredom can encourage one to seek novel experiences, discover new interests, or challenge oneself to learn and grow. And boredom is the desire for our desires. I took all of these quotes from the internet, by the way. I'm not smart enough to think of my own quotes. Or maybe I'm not creative enough to think of my own quotes. Aha, you see? Being bored is good. But I still hate it though. So live in the moment, okay? Stop playing videos in the background. You're only making your attention span worse. You're turning into an iPad kid. Yes, I'm talking to you, but I'm also talking to myself. I have this problem. I'm not perfect. Duh. So stop watching YouTube videos. Unless it's my videos, then by all means, watch it 10 times.
So yeah, there you have it. This even gave me a freaking wake-up call, okay? This, like, I was literally just scrolling to YouTube while pooping, and I saw this video. I watched half of it, and I'm like, holy freaking shit, I'm literally doing what he's criticizing right now. And I immediately threw the phone on the other side of the freaking bathroom floor. That's not what happened. I just continued scrolling on YouTube and watching videos, obviously. What's the main message we can get from this? We can extract from this? Doing hard stuff in life, even boredom, which is so pathetic to say that it's hard for us to do, can be very beneficial for us in many ways, okay? It just comes down to discipline. Going to the gym when you don't want to go. Discipline. Same way we should be all rational. Being bored and trying to escape from our boring or the problematic lives by playing whatever content in the background. Like, at least try to force yourself to, you know, while I'm showering, let's say you shower for like 15 minutes, try and shower without any music on or without any YouTube, if you watch YouTube videos while showering like me because I'm freaking crazy. Or try when you go to sleep, if you're the type of person like me that cannot freaking sleep without any social media in the background, stop freaking doing it, okay? You don't have to like just immediately full stop it. Just try every night when you go to bed with the expectation to, you know, eventually fall asleep. But before you fall asleep, you watch, you know, some YouTube, for example. Try, let's say, okay, I am gonna watch YouTube because this is easier for our minds, to trick our minds, because we will get that reward. So let's say I'm gonna stop watching YouTube or anything or music, just lay in bed in silence and just watching the eternal freaking darkness. So yeah, that's about it. Pretty interesting video. Shout out to this guy, pretty cool kid, and I hope you're stop watching this video. You should be bored. Bye.